Hey, yo, what's up? It's Michaal, yo. Appreciate all the love. I say it every podcast. Appreciate all the love, man. All the comments, all the likes, all the subscriptions to the podcast, man. Of course, can't do it without you guys, so I really appreciate it. It means so much. Everybody always asks me right now, where am I right now as far as recovery on COVID-19? I believe I'm like, what I would say. I'm about 90% back. About 90% back. Feeling good. Feeling really good. Started working out this morning. This morning was my first real workout. So feeling good about that. I only could go I would say 40% hard, but it was good to get back in, I'm doing those bands because everybody has to do home workouts. So I'm doing the bands and I'm doing, I ordered a pull-up bar because I was watching Kristine Leahy on Instagram. Hey, Oliver, my son. Hey, come here, buddy. You want to say hi to the people? Hey, Frenchie. Come here, Oliver. My son's popping into the podcast real quick. Today, we're going to have on Kristine Leahy. She's awesome. She's a sportscaster. Look at my son. Say hi to everybody, buddy.
Hi.
Say hi. Say hi, buddy. Say hi.
Hey.
You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Kristine Leahy is going to be on the podcast today. It's going to be awesome. She's a sportscaster. I mean, she's a Are you okay? Uh-oh. Come on, buddy. You okay? You okay, buddy? Okay. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you playing jokes on me?
Yeah.
My son is here. Of course, I can't be in my podcast studios, so my son is here. No, don't touch the mic, buddy. So Kristine Leahy is going to be on. She's a pug lover. She's a baker. You know her from, she was on The Herd. There's a lot of different shows she was on. So she will be on the podcast. Now, if you want to leave a comment for me, all you got to do is leave it on Facebook or YouTube and it'll go straight to my feed. Just show you an example like this guy right here. Kerrigan, Jim Kerrigan from San Diego. What's up? What's up, Jim Kerrigan? See, I can put up your comment just like that. I drop the podcast every Tuesday, and it's always live a couple days before I put it on the podcast. What do you think about I don't want to talk about COVID or anything, but I do want to talk about these aliens. A lot of people saying aliens are real. I mean, what's your take on this? You saw the videos. Do you think that was a distraction? I thought they dropped those videos last year. Do you believe in aliens, Oliver?
Yeah.
You do? You believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. You want to go see Mama?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I love him. I love him. Bye, buddy. What do you think about these aliens? Leave me a comment. These videos. I personally don't think there are aliens coming to our world, the Earth. Now, let me get this right before I get attacked. I do believe there could be other beings like us somewhere in this galaxy. But I do not think aliens are coming here, checking out Earth, picking up a couple people, dropping them back off, making rings in circles. I don't believe in that. 100% I don't believe in that. You know, a lot of people do believe in it, but I don't believe that is happening today. And those videos, I mean, I can't explain it. No, I can't explain it. But I do know. Oliver, what's up, buddy? You just want to be a little star. You want to get back on one more time? Okay. Then after you say hi one more time, Daddy's got to do his podcast. Okay. I love you. Okay. Say hi to all the people.
Hi, people.
Hi, people.
Hi, people.
Okay. Now say bye-bye to all the people.
Bye-bye, people.
Okay. I love you, buddy. I love you. You coming back for more?
Come on, buddy.
Coming back for some more? Okay. All right. All right. Bye, buddy. I love my family so much. It's so awesome, man. I just love having a family. That was the thing, man. I know I've talked about it before, but man, being at hospital, knowing you could never see your family again. That was a tough one. But aliens. Let's get back to aliens, man. Anybody leaving comments on aliens? Do you think they're real? Do you think not? I mean, let me know. Just leave a comment. I'll read it on there. I just don't. Oh, Kristine Leahy. Hi. Are you ready to go live? Are you ready to go live? Let me add her to the stream.
Hi.
Hey.
You're so ahead of the game by having your at-home studio already set up.
You know, what am I? Look at this. Look at this. I love how you're checking yourself out.
I know. I'm like, wait, where's my angles?
Where's my angle?
Camera? Well, because you have, okay, everything I've been doing is on Zoom. And so I know what the Zoom's going to look like, but I have to like adjust the.
Or like there's many different ways. This is the new trendy thing. It's called StreamYard. So check this out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get one of these.
And watch this. I can change banners and everything. This is pretty amazing. Watch this. Hold on. Boom.
Damn.
Boom. Yeah.
How advanced you are.
I know. I got to be advanced. I
haven't done one of these yet where you have to wear earbuds.
Oh, really? What do you usually use?
My microphone on my camera.
Well, you can do that, but that's garbage.
Oh,
that's garbage quality. I'm just saying.
No, wait. Okay, there we go.
Are you? It looks. I feel like I'm watching you wasted because it's like.
I know that's not really good. I feel like okay, wait, there. You know how many FaceTimes we're doing now? Whatever. I always say it's like the Blair Witch Project. Like holding your phone or your computer steady.
But let me ask you this: do you like it? Do you like not leaving your house and having to go places, or are you not into this at all?
I'm actually into. Well, I wish that we weren't dealing with the health issues
we're dealing with.
But, no, I actually have really embraced it. It took me a little while to get used to it, and it's just I think you get anxious when things are out of your control, right? You want to be able to have some sort of a plan for the future, and we just can't right now. There's just not answers. We don't know when businesses are going to come back, when our business is going to resume, what it's going to look like when it does. So it can cause a lot of anxiety. I'm lucky that I have been meditating for years, and that has helped so much. And I kind of got used to it, and I think it's a really good time if we're forced to stay at home. It's been really good for me to I've been reading and writing and organizing.
What are you writing? Oh, you got a book or something? Are we writing?
Yeah, like everyone says, right? Like, oh, I'm writing a book, but I've been wanting to. There's 3 books I want to write, so I've been working on that kind of loosely. Just when things come to me, I'll write them down, and then I'll find myself 15 pages later, like, oh, okay, that's a chapter.
Yeah.
So, it's just good to have, I don't know when it will be, but at least it's good to have all of these things down when I have the time to write them and not feel rushed. And I really feel so creative right now. So it's been good. I've even been painting. I got a paint set. Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, I'm not a painter, but it's so interesting, like with today's pandemic, and it's horrible. Like people are dying. But on the opposite end, you see that how creative you could be if you had time. Or if you are willing to put time, because let's be honest, we have too much time, but you'll find out doing something a very short time every single day, you could learn a new skill. Like I've been practicing Korean because I've always wanted to learn Korean.
Now's the time.
So yeah, 안녕하세요. You know what I mean? I'm just dropping stuff on you.
I don't know what you said, but it sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I said it wrong. It's 안녕하세요. That's Korean for hello. So I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm only on day 2. But it's going.
You know what? Everyone's got to start something sometime.
That's right.
So yeah, I didn't realize how much I always. Okay, I'm going to stop Blair Witching you.
Are you? Is this on your phone or are you on a computer? Is it on your lap?
Yeah, it's on my lap. Like, okay, wait, listen. This is the situation, right?
You have no table in your house?
No, I do. But okay, I do my calls in here because I have a new puppy, and she cries when she can hear me talk on FaceTime. It's because dogs. I swear, since I got her during this time, I FaceTime so much that she understands when I'm on the computer talking to someone, and then she'll like run and cry and try to be on the camera. So I have to hide in my guest bedroom, which is where I am right now to do this.
So what is your dog doing right now? Just kind of roaming?
Yeah, she's just chilling out there playing with her million toys.
Pug life, you got it.
She's the best.
What's her name?
Dog. Her name's Daisy.
Now you got a brand new pug, Daisy, and your pug you had before passed at like 13 years, 12 years?
She was almost 15.
15.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How long did it take you to recover? Like a year?
I still haven't.
Really?
Yeah, no, she was, gosh, I got her when I was 16 years old. So she had been with me through everything. Many boyfriends, Chicago, Boston, LA, many jobs. She traveled with me. She was on set with me all the time. We did a movie together. We hosted dog awards together. We did a Petco commercial. She was like my little sidekick. So when she passed away, I was devastated. I always say, like, everything I've ever been through, you could never tell on TV. But when she passed, I could not hold it together. There were a couple of episodes of Fair Game where you could tell I was like holding back tears. Yeah, it was really bad. So no, I'll never get over that. You know, I stopped crying so much, and now when I think of her, I think of happy memories. And then I was about ready to get a new dog. This summer, I was actually working with a breeder that I had met at the Westminster Dog Show, who bred the award-winning pug. Yeah, because it just felt like a connection to me. But then when this all happened, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go find a pug now. This is the time.
You know, I heard like people adopting and people getting dogs, like and cats. It's on the rise right now because everybody has all this time.
The shelters are empty.
The what?
The shelters are empty. They're like empty shelters shutting down because all the animals are adopted. It's great.
Yeah, it's great, but I think a lot of people are just adopting dogs and cats because they're bored. And then when it's over, they're going to be like, what am I going to do with this dog or cat? I don't have the time for this.
That's my fear too, is that when this is all over, there are going to be people returning the animals to the shelters. I hope that's not the case, but at least for a little bit of time, they get some love and they don't have
off of Facebook right now. Frenchie, Isabel Firecracker, that's her name. She says,
wow,
you're embracing this quiet time to reflect 100% and rejuvenate myself. You go. That's to you, Kristine.
Wait, this is so cool, this device that you have where you can bring up people's Facebook comments.
Oh yeah, Facebook and YouTube, like from YouTube.
I
got to read them first before this one says, I emailed you a spoken word that I wrote you, especially when you were laying in the hospital, or he was laying in the hospital. Oh, Michael Moore.
Were you
Michael Moore? No, I do remember it.
Oh, you were in the hospital.
Yeah, I was. You know, no, I was in the hospital, girl, for the COVID thing.
Yeah, you had coronavirus, right?
Oh yeah, I had it bad. I was in ICU for 8 days. It was crazy.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
I almost died.
Oh wait, what? Can you tell me?
Well, I say we've talked about the story so much on the podcast, but what happened was I went, like, my wife called 911 because I couldn't breathe that well. So I was gasping for air.
And did you know at the time that it was corona, or was it still too early on to know?
Oh, I think, I was the first person at the hospital with corona, but I knew it. As soon as they brought me in, they were like, this is corona. And my lungs were filling up with fluid. And I asked the doctor, they did a chest x-ray. And then when the doctor walked in, I said, so what's the real deal? Tell me the truth. He goes, well, it's going to go really good or it's going to go really, really bad. And I can't tell you anything for 2 days. Yeah.
Talk about anxiety.
Oh, it was scary. It was scary. Yeah. And then he ended it with saying, and no one can come and visit you, because they don't have enough equipment at the time and all this stuff. So, and they didn't know they knew it was contagious, but they didn't know what levels. So like literally if you pass away at that early stage, you're just alone. It's crazy.
It's so sad.
Yeah. It's so sad. You hear people on FaceTime, walkie talkies, like it's the worst. People need to take it seriously. And I think
listening to a story like that, or just think about the people who have to be in the hospital alone, like stay inside, stay home, please. Think about those kind of things.
Like I tell you, man, all these people protesting like in Newport Beach. I'm like, most of you people, like they're protest. Like, here's the thing. If you're going to protest, make it something not, oh, I can't hang out at the beach or get a haircut, so I'm a protest. You're taking away my freedom. No, they're not taking away your freedom. They're trying to save people's life. If you want to talk about taking away freedom, let's talk about slavery. Now, that was really taking away somebody's freedom. You owned them. That's taking away somebody. You not getting a haircut, going to the beach is not taking away your freedom. So stop it. Stop it.
I can understand I also think too, listen, people aren't thinking clearly right now. And I think there are a lot of parents who are working from home, doing childcare from home, homeschooling at the same time. And that would make me lose my mind. So they just are looking for anything that they can do to get outside and have a change of scenery. I don't know.
Oh, I get it. So
But-
now they actually got to be a parent full time, and it's driving them crazy. That's what you're saying? It's like, I can't take being a parent.
Michaal, you know where we live. We live in LA.
Oh, I know. It's so soft, and it's so like these protests got me going nuts. It got me going nuts, but this is what this show is not about. But still, it's not about you. All you people protest. It's not about you. It's about you affecting other people.
Exactly.
And the problem is, if your evil side of your mind goes, well, I hope they infect each other. The problem is you're going to infect the first line workers, the first responders and things like that. That's the problem. You know, if it was just you, have fun. If you were just infecting each other, great. But then other people have to take that consequence. That's the problem.
I just always think too, well, first of all, at the beginning, everyone's thought was, well, I'm young, I'm healthy, I'm not going to get sick. Well, first of all, that's not true. You are an example of that. And two, that, okay, but what about the elderly person that you come across or the person with asthma? So now you're just a walking infection that can get other people sick. I agree. It's so weird how this whole thing it's kind of made me rethink like some people that I know and friendships and just seeing the way that they handle it. And I'm like, oh, you don't really care about people, do you?
You know what's sad is people don't believe facts anymore. Like I could be like, you know what? I'm sick. I mean, you could say the most factual thing ever today, and people are like, nah, that's not real. You know what I mean? Like scientists are saying this is real. This is how it spreads. And then here's on top of that, you see the numbers going down.
Conspiracy theory, you know.
No, but you see the numbers going down from home, staying at home, and then people still fighting it. It's like, okay.
No, I know they're saying it's a conspiracy theory.
What conspiracy? Why does the government want us to stay at home? What are they doing?
I've heard a whole bunch of.
What's the craziest one you heard? Can you remember?
That this was like a thing because the United States owes China so much money that they're hurting our own financial situation to somehow get out of it. Have you heard that one?
No.
Yeah.
But China, here's what people got to remember. China just didn't hurt us. If that's true, it hurt the world. So
no, it's that now, not that the coronavirus is a problem, but that the U.S. government is trying to hurt our economy on purpose.
So we don't have to pay back China?
Yeah, I guess. That's a theory I've heard. Not that I believe it by any means. That sounds ridiculous.
I got to say what's up to Matt Kunitz. He's checking in. What's up, Matt Kunitz? He had this TV show called Wipeout and Fear Factor.
Yes.
He created it. Yeah. So
everyone always was like, wait, were you on that show Wipeout? No. Ninja Warrior.
I was on Fear Factor.
Oh, no, Ninja Warrior. Because the Wipeout and Ninja Warrior, they always get compared for, whatever reason. But yes, you were on Fear Factor?
Yeah, I was on a pilot episode. Matt Kunitz's pilot episode had to eat sheep eyeballs. And every once in a while, I'll get it still comes on TV. So like different random people will send me footage of how I looked when I was 21. My hair was all spiky. I was like 250 pounds. It's crazy. Oh, I was a big kid. Big boy.
Do you feel better now?
100%. Wait, after COVID or what?
Yeah, after.
I'm starting to get better. I still have fluid in my lungs though.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But they said it'll take about 6 weeks to 8 weeks. I've been out of hospital 7 weeks now.
Were you at Cedars?
No, I can't. Here's why I can't say what hospital I'm at. Because the stuff I talk about so much about them, I don't know if I'm putting anybody's job in jeopardy.
Yeah, I just don't.
Because I don't know if doctors are supposed to come in and say, yo, you got 2 days. It's going to go good or bad. I don't know if they're supposed to say it. And then I'm writing, I got like a new 30 minutes I'm writing just about the hospital experience. And I don't want
material out of this. Good.
I got a lot of material. Anytime you live through something bad and you make it, it's great material. It's great material.
Or
oh yeah, stand up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got food for you. You can use mine.
Oh, I know your drama already.
Yeah, some of it.
Oh, there's more. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was talking earlier. Have you seen these flying saucers? This footage of flying saucers and stuff the government released, supposedly.
Like a frisbee? Oh, you mean like UFOs?
Yeah. Oh, did I say flying saucer? Yes, UFOs. This is the same thing, right?
Are we playing frisbee golf?
Do you believe in aliens?
Do I believe in aliens? Yeah. There has to be a life form in the universe other than us, right?
Okay, but do you believe they're coming here, making circles in fields, grabbing a couple people?
Circles?
Yeah, crop circles. Yeah.
Do you?
No. I do believe in other life forms.
Yeah.
But like this is a huge galaxy. I believe there could be people like us somewhere that we will never see.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it's a galaxy. I would be ignorant to say there's no other life form.
Right.
But do I think that life form is jumping in UFOs, coming to Earth, the most basic place ever? Just think how basic we look.
Basic.
If you're flying here in a UFO from another solar system, we are basic.
They're coming here like, what is going on with this world right now? They're all in houses.
It's like Back to the Future. They're like, dude, this thing is ghetto. Like this Earth is ghetto.
What is time?
Huh?
If that's really happening, did they specifically choose when coronavirus was going to happen and the whole world would be affected?
Who? The aliens?
Aliens, yeah.
Oh gosh, no. Aliens have nothing to do with coronavirus.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like the other day when there was an earthquake, which was kind of really close to me. It was the biggest one I've ever felt, even though it was small because it was just so close. I was like, oh man, are we going to have the San Andreas happen during coronavirus and then also aliens during coronavirus?
Right?
Yeah.
No, I get it now. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just what I do see when I'm watching the news now and they're showing footage of lakes and oceans. It's like the Earth is so beautiful when we don't mess it up. You know, you see animals thriving.
Not only are they thriving, they're coming out. There's coyotes that are wandering in Beverly Hills now because there's just no people. So next thing you know, it's going to be like bears, tigers.
Yeah. And there's no pollution either. That's what's great.
Yeah. I saw today that Los Angeles has the cleanest air out of every major city.
Do they really?
Currently, yeah.
Well, we know how to listen to instructions. That's why. Let's see. Oh, I already put up Michael Moore. This is from Emiliana Rodriguez Prats. She says, hell yeah, they're real. Alien face. I don't know. I'm kind of
staying away from the news, to be honest with you. I read some news, but then if I watch it, I find that I'm okay until I go to the grocery store or I watch TV and then I start crying. So I can't do too much of it.
I just found out how happy I am when I don't watch the news. Yeah. Like if I miss the news, I'll read like headlines and stuff and just quick scan them. But I haven't watched news all day today, and I feel in such a great mood because all you're going to do anyway, I don't care who you are, what side you're on, you're just going to watch the side of the news that supports what you think anyway. And so that just fires you up even more. You're like, look at these idiots over there. So, I just decided to cut it out.
It's also just showing the worst, you know, or I just find when I go to the grocery store and I don't know, there's something about seeing people in masks, like everybody wearing masks and kind of just looking scared or anxious and the 6 feet apart thing. And it's also like people are getting so used to this that it's like if you see someone, you have to kind of go like this, like you're not even supposed to make eye contact with them. And it's scary, but it makes me sad just that this is the state of our world right now. And I cry in the grocery store all the time.
You're feeling that type of way right now, huh? It's really got you shook?
No, I'm fine until I go to the grocery store or if I I cry every time I watch the news or every time I go to the grocery store. Otherwise, I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. I talk to, you're probably the same. I've been FaceTiming with my friends and family more than I ever have. And, there's different people struggling with different things. And I just feel like I'm really doing okay.
Yeah. I think besides, once I started to get healthy after COVID. Like now I'm kind of just experiencing, you know, family life. Like I've been doing it for like 3 or 4 weeks, but getting back in the groove, my body's feeling better. But I'm a homebody anyway.
Yeah.
So me and my wife discovered, oh, I don't have to go to Coffee Bean and get a coffee every morning. You know what I mean? And I can just make now. Here's one thing great about being in a hospital, and this is the only good takeaway from the whole experience, is I broke my craving for coffee because I couldn't drink it. So now I drink matcha tea instead of coffee.
There you go.
So I've broken myself of coffee.
Good. Congrats.
Yeah. And I drink a gallon of water every day.
That's so much better for you.
So much. Look at my skin. Are you serious?
I think it looks good. I can't tell. Like from here, it looks great.
It looks amazing.
Everyone's home skincare routines and everything are on fire right now.
I know. Everybody has time to do everything. So have you picked, so you're painting, your new life with the pug. Okay. On the business side, is everything on hold for you?
Yeah, completely.
Oh, does that make you scared?
No. Yes and no. I'm not letting that really enter my thought too much because everyone's in the same boat as far as our industry goes. I think obviously there are some people who have projects that they'll go right back to when this is over, but at the same time, what's that going to look like? I don't think it's going to be the same. I can't see, and even just talking to my agents and people in the industry, like how can you have hair and makeup? They can't even do hair and makeup because you can't get close to someone's face without a mask. You have to be 6 feet apart. So that's going to be a different thing. I've heard just like major budget cuts, asking people to take pay cuts. So everyone's being affected by it. And I just think this is also like just things are going to change. There's going to be different opportunities, different ways of doing things. So I'm not going to be scared. I don't think that does anything for me. It just, I feel like something will happen when it's right and it'll be the right thing. And, after my show was canceled in December, I needed a second anyway to just regroup and I needed to feel creative again. So in a way, this has kind of been good timing for me to be creative again and get back in that good headspace.
Did it surprise you that your show was canceled or did you know it was coming?
I had a feeling. I had a good feeling that was coming. Yeah, when they don't put your show name on the show graphics for the day, for the full year that your show is on, that's a pretty good indication that there's no plans on that coming back.
But it was such a good show. You did so good.
Yeah, no, it was a really good show and I was really proud of it. And we had a really big fan base, especially on YouTube. A lot of our shows got over 1 million hits on YouTube. So it was a good show. That's not why it was canceled. But it's funny. I've gotten a lot of messages during all of this that it would have been the perfect show to binge watch right now because it was a lot of really inspiring stories that weren't, they were evergreen. So for people who don't know what evergreen means in the business, like you can watch it at any time and it's not specific to one time point. And it's a way to get sports in when there are no live sports being played. So I've had a lot of people reach out and say they've been watching old shows on YouTube, which is cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Or they had them saved on their DVR. There was one guy who had like 150 episodes saved on his DVR, which is impressive. So he was watching all of those. But it was a really good show.
So did you ever try to make some new content? Is that on YouTube? Do you have your own channel? Have you started something?
I did. Like right when this first started, I thought, this is a good way to just kind of test some things out if I wanted to do it and how my fan base would react to it. So I did a few videos. I tried to switch it up. I did some sports, some non-sports, put it on a YouTube channel. I didn't really promote it that much. And it's also listen, no one's expecting professional lighting right now.
No.
Hair and makeup teams or editing. So it's an opportunity to just do something really raw, which I've always liked in general as being really authentic and real. So I did that and I'm just going to do them when I feel like there's something I really want to do or really want to talk about. I don't have a schedule of releasing every day, but it's definitely something I'll expand on in the future.
Okay. Are you still single? You got a man? What's your situation right now?
Right. The last episode we did was all about my dating.
Oh yeah. You were running into the wrong dudes. I mean, it was horrible.
Yeah, that I have a real problem with that. But it's just this industry. Honestly, it's the industry.
Well, stop dating in the industry.
But I don't. It's like even the people I meet in the out of the industry, it's like because I am. It's this weird thing. Listen, you have a wife. You don't even know anymore what it's like out here for us. No, but I am single. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about what's wrong with you?
Oh, come on.
No, I'm serious. No, the reason why I say that is because until I got married, there was a theme. Every time we broke up, the girl would always go, "You're so selfish. You're going to die alone." So I was like, well, maybe it is me. So I changed some stuff about me. Like instead of that question being,
no, I know exactly what you're saying. So yes, I always self-reflect after every single relationship that I'm in. And I don't want to sound like I'm blaming everyone else. I don't. I of course have my flaws and things that aren't great in a relationship, but I think what's wrong, I have a bad picker. Like I'm just no, it's true. I like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. Are you a bad picker, or you benefit of the doubt would kind of go into what I'm going to ask you. A bad picker equals you kind of rush into things, hoping.
Yeah, I do, because I'm
hopeless romantic.
Yes, I'm a hopeless romantic, and I think people can see that in me, and they take advantage of it. I'm definitely, I mean, look, I'm a homebody too. I love cooking. I love my pug. I go for walks. I like to, that's who I am. So I think, people see that and, probably take advantage of it a little bit.
You're talking about taking your dog out for a walk. When you do go out for a walk, how's the etiquette on the street? Like, is everywhere I'm wearing mask or like, I call it a real game of chicken. Like a sidewalk game of chicken. Yeah.
When it's like cross the street.
Yeah.
It's funny because now, so my puppy, she weighs 3 pounds and she's so cute. So when she's walking on the street, people are like, "Oh my gosh, your dog is so cute." So whereas normally they would cross the street and stay on the other side, now they're like, "Oh, can I just pet the dog? Coronavirus doesn't go through dogs, right?" so now they want to talk to her. So it's funny. It's actually been I've met so many of my neighbors that I didn't know were my neighbors. So that's been nice. I walked by a group of people, a couple places down from me, and they were having a picnic on their front lawn with a bunch of actually Corona. They were drinking beer. That was funny. And, I just think it's cool. It's nice. I feel like we're going back to basics a bit, and it's leveling the playing field. Everyone is being hit by this.
All right. So since you're single, what type of guy would you want? Like, what are you looking for in a guy?
Yeah, you tried to one time with a guy, and I was like, after everything I told you of what I want, this is completely the opposite. Why are you doing that?
What are you talking about?
You did. You're like, I have this guy for you. You should go out with him. And I was like, who is he?
I know.
I'm like, that's exactly the wrong thing for me.
But what? Okay, what are you looking for?
A normal guy. Preferably not a celebrity in any way, shape, or form. You're an accountant, perfect.
Okay.
Someone with a lot of empathy, kind, successful, but to me, successful means passionate about what they do.
Okay.
And
all right.
That's my main things.
But I swear, was it just me, or I swear I liked a picture probably about 4 months ago, and it looked like this was a real deal? Or was that not you?
That was me.
Oh, and you even made a little announcement about it, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
Oh, that's the worst too. You put it out there.
Here's my advice also to myself. Do some research about people's past relationships before you start dating them.
Oh.
Had I done some research?
You don't research? Oh my God.
But here's why, because I've gone on dates where they have researched me, and I don't like that because I can just tell that they already know a lot of stuff about me.
But you don't research them for success. You research them to see if they were cray-cray.
I'm like my mom. My mom's like, I'll run a background check on them. I will check their
100%.
I know. And I should listen. I really learned my lesson. You just look at their past relationships. I think is a really good indication of.
Let me tell you, my wife and her mom went through so much they went through my Facebook, like all the pages to the beginning of my Facebook page. Like they found out everything. I still think there's a lot of things my wife knows that she hasn't told me she knows. I just know because when we started dating, there would be some things that pop up and I go, how do you even know that?
Oh, that's smart.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
I send your wife any future prospects and she can do a little check for me?
She will dig deep.
I'm bad at that. My dad actually found one of the ones that it was actually in a book. Yeah, and I should have.
This guy was in a book?
Yeah. One of his exes wrote about it. So I wish my dad found it. So yeah.
And that makes it even worse when your dad finds it.
No,
it's better.
Well,
like I wouldn't want my parents finding out something about a person I'm dating.
Well, yeah.
Oh, well, I hope you're so nice. I hope everything works out on the dating side.
It will. Listen, it will. It just everyone has.
I feel bad for you.
Why? Don't feel bad. It's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be okay. That's why now I'm like, let's find a nice account.
So let me ask you this, because I see you baking all the time. Who are you baking for? Just yourself?
No.
Oh.
I'm not going to come out of quarantine 300 pounds.
Well, you haven't ever called me and go, hey, I got some cinnamon rolls I want to give.
Oh, those cinnamon rolls I made were bomb. If you want them, I will gladly bring some over. No, so I still have a group of people that are also quarantining, so they'll be around. And then my neighbors, I bake for my neighbors a lot and cook for them too, because there's some with kids, there's some who just don't like cooking, so I'll make stuff for them. I just really love cooking, and it's not only just baked goods. I'm making food too, like dinners and stuff. So
she's like, I do it all. I do it all.
I really do. I made pad thai last night from scratch for the first time. It was amazing.
Well, let me ask you this: why don't you start a cooking show?
That's a great question.
On YouTube, like you would be so big cooking on YouTube.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because first you know how it works. Like if you don't have a history, or Instagram Live.
I do Instagram my cooking all the time.
Oh no, I see pictures. I see like this
like stories. Oh, so if I did it live, yeah,
live start.
I did that once. I made cookies live. The comments were creepy. They were creepy.
Oh my God, I can only imagine what comments.
No, I actually it's funny with my agents. They just put together my reel of cooking, and I actually have a lot of stuff. So
I'm telling
that's
you,
something I wanted to do.
I'm telling you.
What I did the other day, because I couldn't find any disinfectant wipes and like Clorox wipes, and my neighbors had tons of packs of them. So I made food for them, and we bartered. So they gave me some cleaning wipes, and I got some.
So how is, because I asked my single friends this, if you're single and you're quarantined, there's no dating at all and meeting people, or is there still?
Well, some of most of my friends are married,
okay,
or they're in relationships, but my friends that aren't, they actually said that they've been going on dating sites, and people are doing like FaceTime dates, which I think can be cool because at least you can't, like, it makes you get to know someone before there's any sort of physical.
Wait a minute. FaceTime dates as in they're just talking to each other, or they have food in front of each other eating with?
Yeah, potentially. Yeah. Or like a glass of wine, you have a happy hour. That's what they say. But I mean, I can't go on dating sites, and I wouldn't do that, but I would just be weary of that for the people who are doing it, that once this all goes back to normal, that little relationship that you made is probably not real, and it was just a product of the circumstance.
Well, I was doing a podcast for Hinge, and basically that podcast.
Molly.
Yeah, with Molly.
Yeah.
So it took two people that one ghosted the other, and you would put them back together.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you would get the real stories, and
What a
I
great
remember.
idea.
And the reason why I tell you that part is because I was talking to this one girl, and I go, "Why didn't you just call them?" And she goes, "Call them? That's weird." Like now, the younger generation calling somebody.
Wait, if you're ghosted, you should call the person?
No. They were trying to work things out.
Oh, yeah. You know what that was? Okay, let me just interject real fast.
Okay.
You know how much my DMs and my text messages have been hit up in the last 2 months with people from the past? Like, and it's like, no. We're in the past for a reason. Just because you're sitting at home bored or now you're lonely does not mean that you should reach out to me. We're not. No. I had one guy ask me if he could come visit me twice. And I was like, first of all, no. And second, you're not quarantined. So no. Absolutely not. But yeah, no, it is. You pick up the phone and call. I always really appreciate that when I'm dating someone, if they pick up the phone and call.
Well, my rule is you should, and I'm going to give you some advice. Anytime the dude doesn't pick up the phone and call you first to ask you out, don't go out on a date. He's not a man. He's a boy.
That is my one of my new rules. Because I just let people get away with way too much. I was just way too nice. So I'm taking a page out of the Michaal Yo book. I'm gonna be harsher about what I.
You should.
I am.
Millie Estrada says her daughter started a food channel. Look at that.
It's like Kids Baking Championship.
Yeah, look at the kids. Millie is a kid, and she started a food channel. I bet you it's blown. Look at this Ryan kid that's making $28 million with toys, opening toys.
I know. And he gets every toy he wants just sent to him. That's the life.
All right. So what can we do for you where you open up something or you
want to know what would actually do so well? I forget if we've talked about this before.
What?
It offers. This is so creepy and weird. Whatever. I'll tell you. It's quarantine times.
Off air. You're going to tell me or now?
I'll tell you. Whatever. I'm saying weird. People are doing weird stuff right now. I get offers for pictures of my feet all the time.
For your feet?
My feet. Like, can you just send one picture of your feet? Or like, can you take your sock off? I'm dead serious. And it's a lot of money. So I'm not going to
Wait. How do you know it's a lot of money? Does it get to that point where...
Well, I'm not interacting with it. What's my fee? Is this? No. They will be like, hey, I'll pay you X amount of money if you can send a video of your feet. And so I know it's you. Can you wear like a gray sock and take it off? Yeah.
Well, how much is this money coming up to?
Like 10 grand.
Shut up.
I swear. It's so funny. And I'll like screenshot and send my friends like, hey, if we ever need a side hustle.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You wouldn't send a photo of your foot for 10 grand? Man, no. I would send photos.
Look myself in the mirror. I couldn't do it.
It's a photo of your foot. Man, I would send photos every day. If somebody, hey, I'm putting it out there. If anybody want to see my nasty ass feet and give me 10 grand, I would do it.
Well, apparently there's this site called WikiFeet. Have you heard of it? It's like Wikipedia, but for feet.
WikiFeet? Are you serious?
And my feet are featured on there where you can, they've collected every photo where you can ever see my feet, and then they rate my feet. I'm pretty sure I have a 5-star rating. So
how would you rate your own feet? I
have good feet.
Okay. Like, do you have like short stubby toes or what long toes?
No, I'm 5'10". I'm
you got big feet then.
No, I wear it. This is like gold for the feet people right now. I have a size 9.5 shoe.
Okay. All right.
That's not huge. It's proportionate.
For your height, that's not big at all.
No, it's a good size foot.
It keeps me sturdy on the ground.
Exactly. No, you have to. If I had really small feet, I'd fall over.
But you weren't athletic, right? Don't.
No, I am. I didn't play. I tried every sport, but I wasn't into it. I was into watching sports. My brothers played sports, and I grew up watching Michael Jordan. So I loved sports. I just didn't want to play them. I was in musical theater, and I was a cheerleader. That was
well, speaking of Michael Jordan, Last Dance, are you loving that?
yes. I mean, it's so cool to see all that footage and kind of relive it. It's really nostalgic because that was when I was a little girl in Chicago, and I was so excited to watch Bulls games and to go to the United Center and all those championships. The thing that's kind of frustrating, and I think a lot of people have had this issue too, is, I mean, I really understand the history of the Bulls and what happened, and it's even confusing for me a bit to watch it because it's jumping back and forth so much.
Mm-hmm.
So I know a lot of people who aren't as familiar with the Bulls history are struggling a bit. And I feel like, oh man, this was the chance to show that. But at the same time, they were rushing. They wanted to get it out right now to give people something to watch. But I am enjoying it. Yeah. Are you?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan was the dude that was on my wall.
Yeah.
You know, like everywhere. I played basketball. Everybody wanted to be like Mike, as they said.
Yeah.
I remember I was at a restaurant. It was the NBA. It was the NBA All-Star game. It was in Miami. I lived in Miami at the time. We're at Nobu, and I was sitting down like right here, and right behind me, literally back to back, Michael Jordan sat behind me. And everybody at the table goes, yo, you got to say hi. You got to say hi.
Yeah.
I didn't, because I was like, what is the best thing that could come out of this? You know, it was Michael Jordan. It was Charles Barkley. It was Pippen. It was Charles Oakley.
Oh my gosh.
And it was one more person at the table. So I was like, what's the best thing? I turn around and go, hey man, I'm a big fan. He goes, thanks. That does nothing for me. You know what I mean?
If you got a picture, that would be cool.
But he wasn't going to do a picture.
No,
so my thing is, if that's the best case scenario, why risk it where he's like, hey man, I'm eating. You know what I mean? And then
you don't like him.
And then my childhood is all ruined.
Yeah.
And my friend said something to me that like this was only a year ago, because the story comes up a lot. He goes, you know why when you didn't say anything was the best thing? Because Michael Jordan did something for you nobody else can do. He gave you your childhood.
There you
Like
go.
literally. So he did enough for you already. You don't need to say hi to him. He was your childhood. You wanted to be like him. So he did so much for you, which he did. So I never looked at it that way. So I don't need to say hi.
And I'm sure he would appreciate that. He doesn't do pictures.
He doesn't do pictures?
No.
I saw that in a documentary.
Yeah, when he just looks at the guy like, take care of this. I was I 20? I think I was 21, and I was home for Christmas break for the holidays. And I was out with my friend who was also from Chicago. I think was it New Year's Eve or sometime around there. And we were at this bar called Rhino, which stood for River North. It was one of the after hours places that stayed open until 5. And I remember there were Blackhawks players trying to get in, and they wouldn't let them in because they were wearing like sneakers or t-shirts and no, you cannot come in. So we're sitting at the bar, and all of a sudden Michael Jordan walks in, head to toe, Fruit of the Loom. Like sweatpants, Fruit of the Loom, and sits down at the bar. And this is when people still had flip phones. It wasn't an iPhone. And so you couldn't be super discreet if you were trying to take a picture. And my friend, she whipped out her phone and tried to take a picture. He's so good at it. He lifted his glass up in his face like this to block the picture. But that was
nice.
the first time outside of a basketball game that I saw Michael Jordan. I was 21.
Yeah, look at that. And you've never interviewed him though, right?
No, it kills me. I feel like I've interviewed everybody, and I haven't ever interviewed Michael Jordan. So he's definitely one of my.
So that's the one. Like mine is Oprah. I've never interviewed Oprah. And only until 3 years ago, I finally interviewed Denzel Washington, which was amazing.
Oh, cool. How was he?
He was great. It was so good. It was so good. But I remember I was supposed to interview him like 2 years before that at some Oscar thing. And they go, well, he's going to come to you if he has enough time. Literally walking my direction 2 steps before he comes into the room, they go, oh, we got to go over here. And they pulled him. And then that was like, no. But I got him 2 years later. So,
okay.
Yeah. It all worked out. It finally worked out.
That's the worst when that happens. I had a couple guests like that. They were huge. And then they had like last minute major conflicts and they had to cancel. I was like, oh.
I know. So Michael Jordan, who's another person you want to interview?
My list has changed. It was obviously because of the sports show, it's primarily athletes. I always wanted to interview Russell Westbrook because I always just supported Westbrook. I love how he just doesn't care.
He's a beast.
He doesn't
Dude's
care
a
what
beast.
people think. And I appreciate that a lot. So he was on my list. Now I'd probably switch it to more musicians. I've always been super into music. So I got to rethink that list a bit.
Okay. This lady, Millie, again says, I'm 5'7" and I wear a size 9.5.
Yeah.
See? And how tall are you?
5'10".
Look at that.
So my feet are
Millie, you got some big ass feet, Millie, for your size.
frame.
I'm just saying. Bruce Lee Reiner says, what up? Yo. Hi, Kristen.
What up, Kristine?
Kristine. God, I call it Kristine. I always mess up your name. I mess up most of my guests' name, though. So
that's not good as a host.
Well, that's why, you know what, Kristine, I got to a point where on the red carpet, I wouldn't even say people's names. They'll be like, we're here with such and such. I would go, hey, what's going on?
They've got a lower third telling the person's name. You don't need to introduce them.
Thank you. That's the way I approach it.
Absolutely.
That's the way I approach it. So how long do you think, like for your profession, my profession, I guess, but like I'm a stand-up comic. I don't know when people are going to be comfortable with going to a club, but I do think Hollywood will start doing productions because what I'm hearing, 50 people or less can be on a set, total, but that's in like a month and a half, maybe. When do you think your stuff would pick up? Like the industry will be back for you?
It's hard to answer that because I don't think it'll even be the same. Even because, okay, yes, maybe people can be on sets together, but what's that going to look like now? Also, I just think there's going to be dramatic budget cuts in our industry and things are really going to change. I also think the type of programming that we do is going to change. Things that people were interested in before, it's going to be a bit different. I also think some things when we talk about it, it's just frivolous now. So I don't know. I've heard like mid-July is when hair salons can open back up. And so I would say that's probably when people are going to be, that's what, phase 3? So that sounds to me like when it would be more likely that production can start back up. But there's a lot of huge productions that are more than 50 people if that's the case. So I don't know.
When would you be comfortable going back out? Because you haven't gotten coronavirus yet or anything, right? Or have you?
I don't know. Remember, I was in the hospital. Remember that time you were on your show? So I don't know.
Well, you can take an antibody test now.
I know. I'm kind of scared to do it because I think either what's that going to do for me?
It'll let you know if you've had it or not.
But then what's that going to do for me?
It'll let you know if you've had it or not.
Yeah, but why? So then I can be like, oh, I had it. Cool. Or but you're not necessarily immune if you've already had it.
Yeah, but it puts you in a better position.
I guess. I don't know.
Well, I think here's one for you. If you go on a date, you can't infect them by being asymptomatic.
What if the person you went on a date with has already been tested?
They won't. Because they lie to you a lot. So they're going to lie about that too.
Oh, I'm good. Don't worry. I'm clean.
I'm all good. There's no...
Something all new now. We're talking like different kind of viruses.
Yeah.
Wait, so how soon? Oh gosh. I don't know that how do you go to a movie theater after this? That's already kind of gross. I just don't know. Or
my thing with my thing with traveling now, I'm always wearing a mask. I'm a South Korean and up. Literally, South Korea's been doing it for years.
Down. Well, and I like what a lot of airlines are doing, like every other seat, and you can't book a middle seat, which is amazing. That should be the case anyways. I oddly feel more comfortable, I think, traveling to another country when this is over and getting on a flight than I do going to sit in going to a game. That's going to take a long time.
Or getting on a subway.
Oh, no. I like New York. I just feel so bad for them. We're lucky here. We don't rely too much on public transportation.
Do you think basketball, they're going to do the whole finishing out the season with no people in stands? Because I think it can be done.
So I've obviously talked to a lot of my friends in the business about this. And what I've heard, so they originally were thinking, okay, let's just do the playoffs and have all the players quarantine in Vegas. They all just stay in a hotel and they play all their games in one place.
Quarantine in Vegas?
Yeah. And even if Vegas, let me tell you something, even if Vegas is closed and the clubs are closed, those employees still want to have some work. So they're going to turn one of those suites into the hotel into the sickest club you've ever seen. You know, they're not going to be quarantined. And all it takes is one or two. And then if that starts spreading again, that's bad. So then I also heard Florida, because remember Florida declared that sports were an essential service?
Yeah.
What an insult to actual essential services.
Right.
So then I heard Florida and that they might try to play it at Disney.
See, well, that makes sense to me. Let me tell you why. Because like riffraff can't, once they're in the hotels on the Disney property.
Yeah.
Trust me, there's cameras everywhere. Disney's going to have those players locked down where nobody comes in. Like, to me, that's the safest place.
Agree.
Just think about the security that's at Disney. Like, there's no hoochie mamas running back and forth from hotel rooms at Disney. And Disney won't allow that on their property because it's Mickey Mouse.
I think it makes a lot more sense. It's just a lot less temptation at Disney or in Florida also.
And so there's nothing around that Disney.
No, in Orlando, no. So I think that makes a lot more sense. But then I've also heard that there are a lot of executives who just don't want it to happen. So I don't know. And then how do you do, like, baseball was the same thing. Like, okay, have everyone live in the same area in quarantine, but baseball players don't want to be away from their families for that long. They're not going to do that. Football, I mean, I think they're definitely going to try, but there can't be fans. And
but here's the thing. Here's the thing about football to me. You don't need fans. Like, none of these sports you really need fans, because when you're watching it on TV, they just show you field shots anyway. You know what I mean? And
no, you don't. You don't. I talked to some players who have said that really adds to, like, the game.
I would imagine, yeah.
But they can still play. And
I agree. I just want college football to happen, but I don't. No way.
Mm-mm. Everyone I've talked to said no college sports. Mm-mm.
I heard they might push the college season until January or something like that. I got to have college football because I think the University of Miami is going to be so good this year. I got to see them.
I feel so sad, especially for the kids that were coming out of high school who were going to college, or they were like big time recruits and they might not be able to play, or guys who wanted to go into the NBA or who were going to go into the NBA and now they can't play that first year of college basketball.
So here's a question for you. You get recruited by a school out of high school, right?
Yeah.
So now when season starts, you're in that school thinking you have a chance to play as a starter, but since they didn't have the season, that starter is still there because they're going to extend everybody's football play season a year. That's crazy. Like, a lot of recruits are going to move around because, for instance, if you're a quarterback and you know X quarterback is leaving, right? But after this pandemic, he's staying because they had no season, so he still has one more year. Now you got to wait a year before you even get a shot to play.
Or maybe he'll just enter the draft if he's good enough. And if he's not, then I would think if the incoming quarterback was that good, they'd have him start instead.
Yeah, but you're putting a kid back a year, basically.
Yeah, but that's not just in sports. That's in everything.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
I've talked to so many journalism classes, and specifically for TV, and they are now going a semester, potentially two, so a whole school year, where they can't do any video. Like, they can't do their school projects and edit and be on camera. They just can't do it. They can do it via Zoom, but that's setting them back too, in a way.
Yeah. Everything's messed up. You just got to stay safe. Don't meet bad guys that lie to you. That's
You know what I should do? I should do like a lie test where I'm like, okay, do you have coronavirus or not? And then I'll make them take the antibody test.
there you go. Yeah, I think you're gonna need more than that though.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Your wife, her background check, that'll be perfect.
Oh, my wife's back. She should start a company. Literally, she's better than the FBI.
That's so funny.
All right. So what we've accomplished this podcast is you're gonna bake me some goods and let me know when to pick them up.
What's your favorite? I swear, I'm not kidding. I will make this. I've literally been making people's like birthday cakes.
Can I tell you what I love? Pecan pie.
Give me your order.
Pecan.
Give me.
Oh, what's your one or two go?
No, I can everything, but pecan pie doesn't interest me. Sorry.
Okay. What's your everybody has the one thing or two things they make that are just killer. What is it?
I have a few. Any kind of cupcake I can crush, like any kind of.
I don't like cupcakes.
Okay. You're more of a pie person.
Pie or cake?
You know that cupcakes are just small cakes.
Yes.
Small cake.
But you know what look good? Your cinnamon rolls. Okay, what cup? You make me whatever.
Cake? You want a cake? Like a full cake?
Not really.
All right.
Just make some cupcakes or a cinnamon roll. How about that?
Those cinnamon rolls were so good.
Okay.
So good.
Yeah. Just hit up Pillsbury Doughboy and pop open the can. And
did you? Well, I made that dough from scratch.
I know you did. I know you did.
Yeast. Do you know how hard that is these days?
Not at all.
It's like gold. It's like equivalent to Purell right now. You cannot find instant yeast anywhere.
Oh.
I don't even want to give away how I found it, because it was like when I found it, it was a jackpot for so many reasons. Did you
get a lot of it?
Yeah.
You're sitting on pounds of yeast.
I that day I was like, wow, I hit the lottery, because not only did I get instant yeast, I got Lysol spray too.
Stop it.
I got Lysol spray. Yeah. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. I feel really cool right now.
Okay. You gotta off air. You gotta tell me what store this is.
I will tell you off air. I don't want to tell everyone, because then like my secret is I told my neighbors and they all did it.
And they got it too?
Yeah. It's a huge secret. So I'm going to tell you off.
Okay. All right.
Stuck.
Isn't that crazy? We're to the point where you can get Lysol is like, you got to keep it secret.
Oh yeah. I definitely paid $13 for it, but that's okay.
Oh, I know where you got it.
You think so?
I know so. Yeah, I'm going to text you right now. I'll text you.
Yeah, text me. I don't think you know.
Okay. So, this is not going to make sense, probably.
Okay. No, I haven't heard that though.
I'll tell you. Yeah, there's another place you can get it. Look, see, we're assholes right now because we're keeping secrets from everybody.
Market.
Huh?
You're on the black market. I didn't get it in the black
market. I will, since I'm not going to give away your place, I will, so I'm not an ass, tell people that there are companies.
You're calling me an ass, thanks.
No, me. Well, we're like talking like, whoa, we sound like Donald Trump. I got a secret. I know China did it, but I can't tell you why. But it's a thing. You know, these companies, there's companies that sell to like buildings, like mass toilet paper, but it's not wrapped for stores. It's wrapped for wholesale.
I did not know this.
So there's wholesalers you can go to. Like we just got a 96 toilet paper thing, 96 pack, but it just comes in a box, but it's Charmin. So it's not in the Charmin packaging or anything like that. It's just wholesalers out there that sell to buildings. So since they can't sell it to stores, normal people like you and me can order it online.
How? Huh? Where do you find it?
Oh, the one I use is HD Supply.
Wow.
HD Horse Dog Supply. I mean, it doesn't.
How excited we are about toilet paper and Lysol.
I saw a dude walking down the street the other day with toilet paper, and literally I wanted to roll down the window and go, like he had it in his hands, like he just got it. I'm about to go, where do you get that? Like, that's how pathetic we are.
You know what my first thought was? That guy needs to hide his toilet paper. He's going to get jumped. Like, he'll get robbed.
Toilet paper's the new Jordans. I'm just saying.
Completely. If you go to the grocery store and it's like you can only buy one if you maybe find it there, and then people go nuts over it. I will say this is not where I got my instant yeast, but go to the hardware stores. They have things that you might need there.
Oh yeah, Home Depot.
Smaller ones. Go to not the chains. Go to the smaller.
Okay, that's enough. I think you're giving away secrets that I need to get all.
No. My secret is not a hardware store. No.
Yeah, that'd be weird to buy yeast in a hardware store.
No. But I went to a hardware store the other day, which was so funny. I've never been to a hardware store. I'm like, all right, home projects. I'm going to do this. But they had gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Masks, cleaning supplies that you might need.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a nice little find. And toilet paper.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was it crowded in that hardware store?
No, they were sticking to the 6 feet apart thing. But I'm finding people are so nice and friendly right now.
Oh, yeah.
Or they're jerks. It's like extremes, one or the other. But they were like, what can we help you find? And I didn't know anything. I needed, what was it called? It's like a thing you stick it in and you spin it around. It's not a screwdriver. It's like I don't know. So I took a picture of it and the guy's like, oh, I can help you find that. And I'm like, cool. Also, what is this thing? And he goes, oh, a wrench? You need a wrench? I was like, yes. So he's walking around the store helping me find every single product I needed, and like light bulbs. It was great.
So Linda says that's where she goes. She goes to the small ones, the hardware store, and found everything.
That's a big secret. So I don't feel like an ass too for hiding.
Okay. Okay, good. Well, we got to go. I got to go.
Okay.
I got a family, you know. Have fun being alone.
I'm not alone. I'm not alone.
Have fun being alone.
Not
in quarantine. Your pug.
No, I'm not alone.
Oh, really?
No, we can talk about there. I'm not going to say who I'm like hanging out with.
Well, I don't want you to. Because I think you're lying anyway.
No, I don't lie. You know that.
I know. Okay. Where can people find you?
They can find me on everything's easy. Instagram and Twitter. It's just Kristine Leahy with a K. And then my YouTube channel. So if anyone is on YouTube, I would love a subscription because my last YouTube, I didn't own that. We had over 100,000 subscribers, but I didn't own it. So come subscribe to my new channel. Okay.
And how much can they buy pictures of your feet for?
The going rate apparently is $10,000. You can find that on Feet. By the way, that whole segment is going to be clipped off and put on the Foot website. I guarantee you.
No way. No way. All right. Well, thanks for being on the pod, girl.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Oh, thank you. Everybody subscribe to my podcast. Do all that. Leave a nice comment. It does so much. And I'll see you next time. Later.
Bye.
Hang on. I'm ending the